Yes, I know exactly what career I'm leaving academia for. I'm going to be a professional science communicator and content creator full-time. So over the last 4 to 5 years, I've been building up my science communication career as a viable business and actually earning money from doing science communication. I know that's often rare to hear, but I've been slowly building up my presence in my business, and now it's at the point where I can just continue with that full-time.
My supervisor was very, very supportive. A year before my contract ended, I told her that I was going to be leaving astronomy, and she gave me lots of leeway, and she said I could spend time studying data science and all these things during my contract. My wife is also now a data scientist. She was an astronomer and became a data scientist a year before me, so I knew kind of how that transition should happen, and I had somebody at home to help me out. So that, for me, it was a very smooth transition, and it didn't take too long.
I think really by facilitating networking with a broad range of people, and where I'm still in public sector, not completely industry, but I see that we all work I see that academia, industry, broader public sector, we're not really opposite to each other. There's lots of commonality. We're all working together to try to solve problems, and so there's a lot of advantages in that idea sharing and talent sharing. So really just building and facilitating networks and discussion, sharing of ideas.
Once I decided to leave academia, I was certain that I was going to work at Google. Obviously, compensation is a big consideration, but also getting to work with extremely intelligent people on complicated problems. And there was also the added option of travel, and then there's a ton of perks available as well.
I looked up the jobs that have 3 components that I'm looking for. First is the purpose. What are the organization of this purpose? This organization cannot be doing bad things, because I don't want to be part of that. So as long as the organization has a purpose that I subscribe to, then it's a tick. Then it's like a Venn diagram. That's the first circle. And then the second circle I look for is, I'm personally very drawn to data science because I love the deep work that data science allows us to solve problems. So I would like a job that allows me to grow and use my technical skills, which is programming and also problem solving, and ideally a little bit of science as well. And then that's the second box. And the third box is that there needs to be a market, because we live in a society that's driven by the market. I don't want to work for an organization that has no potential to grow in the market, because we do want to work for something that is growing, right? So this organization that I'm working for right now ticked all those 3 boxes, and so that's why I chose it.
If you want to transition out of astronomy either to a parallel career, still involving maybe astronomy but not research, or if you want to get out altogether, do what you want to do what you enjoy, do what you, over your life, has been a constant interest. Because then if you're enjoying it and you love it, you'll be good at it and you'll find jobs. It may be tricky at first, may be hard at first, but the jobs will come and you'll find your niche, and you'll be able to work at that as long as you want. You can still be involved in astronomy. I'm still involved in astronomy. I'm still learning new things. I still attend the annual conferences. I still read papers here and there about my old topics, about new topics. I can still contribute as well to astronomy. It's just in a different way. So there are parallel jobs which involve astronomy, but if you do want to get out completely and do another career, or if you need to get out and do another career, my advice would just be try the thing you know you enjoy.
So what motivates me to get out of bed in the morning? I would say working on interesting challenges, solving complex problems, and working with great people.
I knew the career I was leaving leaving academia for, because I had started applying before my academic position had ended, and I was looking at sort of very specific sets of career paths. So I wasn't looking everywhere. I was looking for jobs in data science and supercomputing and computing, because I knew that's where my skill set would be of best use.
We as a society are really starting to trundle into the age of AI and machine learning, and the term that's kind of thrown around a lot in astronomy but applies in industry, which is big data. So all of these companies have so much of this data, but they don't really know what to do with it. And so the number of positions for data scientists is really exploding, and it's really becoming more and more. And so on that front, it is competitive in that because there's a lot of jobs coming out, a lot of undergraduate courses are starting to focus on data science and have these data science elements. So it is competitive. However, I'm firmly of the opinion that PhDs, especially astronomy PhDs, have a very significant competitive edge over these undergraduates.
I think the first step for a career transition is to know yourself better. Be an expert of knowing yourself, because the psychological part of a career transition is what's going to determine which direction you're going to follow. So figure out what you want and why you're leaving. Someone told me that don't run away from something, run towards something. You need to figure out what are the new directions you want to run towards to. And that requires a lot of work to understand yourself.